Welcome to the Conservative Core, where our goal is to shine a light on the ridiculousness of the left. So let's not waste any time here and get right into it. It looks like crap is about to hit the fan. So we all know Joe's rants are kind of insane and are getting to the point of sad, but over the past few days, it is hitting a new point. In fact, I had to do a double take because I couldn't believe what the heck he was saying. And before we run the clip, I want to know, do you think Joe Biden is fit or unfit to run for president? Let me know in the comments below. My answer is he is 1000% unfit. But let's play the clip.
You guided this alliance through one of the most consequential periods in its history. I realize I've your wife. I personally ask you to extend your service. Forgive me.
Yep, he said what you think he said. We just bleeped it out a little bit to make sure this video does not get deleted. But watching it live, it was exactly what you think it was. Not only is this statement wildly inappropriate and offensive to some people, but it's also completely irrelevant to the context of his speech. He was speaking on the stage of NATO, and he said something so bizarre and out of place. It's like he's living in his own reality, completely detached from the gravity of the situation and the expectations of his role. But it gets worse. He joined Morning Joe on MSNBC, and well, let's just run this clip.
The American public is not going to move away from me as an average voter. And again, I'm here for two reasons, pal. One, to rebuild the economy for hardworking middle-class people, give everybody a shot. Just a straight shot. Everybody gets a fair chance. Number one. Number two, remember all this talk about how I don't have the black support? Come on, give me a break. Come with me. Watch. I'm getting so frustrated by the elites. Now, I'm not talking about you guys, but about the elites in the party who they know so much more. But if any of these guys don't think I should run against me, go ahead, announce for president. Challenge me at the convention.
Does anyone else feel like they're watching a poorly scripted reality TV show? This mix of confusion, frustration, and misplaced bravado is not what we need in a leader. His remarks about black support are almost laughably out of touch and condescending, as if he's daring anyone to challenge his authority in the most juvenile way possible. And with all that being said, it sounds like Democrats are going to have to stick with Joe because he is not dropping out. Now, what do the polls say about all this? Well, CNN of all places has some data on this. And if you're a Democrat, you may want to look away.
Trump leads in an aggregate of national polls by about 3 percentage points. If you go back 4 years ago at this point, Joe Biden was ahead by 9 points. This right now don't look anything like what we saw 4 years ago at this point. I then decided to take it a step further. What was Biden's worst 2020 polling position? He was ahead by 4 points, which basically matched what he ended up beating Donald Trump by in the national popular vote. So this 3-point advantage for Donald Trump is Donald Trump's best position versus Joe Biden, whether you include the polls this year or you include the polls last cycle. The idea that the polls underestimated Joe Biden last time around, simply put, does not hold any water, Mr. Burke. I will end on this point, Jim. There are voters in the electorate who have never seen a Republican presidential candidate leading in the polls at this point, but those voters, those young voters, are seeing one right now in Donald Trump.
Very interesting.
Trump is not down. He isn't the underdog. He's currently on pace for a historic landslide victory. This situation is peculiar because, for now, Trump doesn't need to exert much effort. Critics, particularly Democrats, are pushing the narrative that Trump is a lazy, entitled billionaire who only plays golf, even while he was president. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Who remembers when Trump would answer questions for hours during the pandemic? He would stand up there literally all day. Now we have a president who can't answer more than one question in 4 years, and it's rare to see. I think Trump's mindset is to take a step back. His team appears to be using a strategy similar to the previous debates, just let Joe Biden speak for himself. It's clear when Biden speaks, he just makes it worse. If CNN wants to mute Trump's mic, he can simply step away, perhaps play golf, while his team prepares for his next move. This approach underlines Trump's unconventional yet effective campaign tactics, keeping his base engaged and his opponents on their toes. And back to the point of just letting Joe speak, and that will do all the work for Trump. Now, I want to circle back to the quote-unquote black vote, because when it comes to black support, Fox News went to interview a bunch of people, and the feedback they had was interesting. Let's run the clip.
I do not have confidence in Joe Biden after that last debate.
Why not?
Because he looked like he wasn't focused. He looked like he had like some dementia, you think? I think so. I think he looked like he's aging.
Very concerned. Very concerned.
I am not very confident because that debate was, oh my God, it was a sight.
I'm concerned.
I am concerned.
I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I'm thinking it's possible. I'm hoping that it'll work out.
With his condition and his age, so it is definitely something that I am kind of, navigating with, trying to see how that's going to work out. So it did show some concerns, yes.
I'm not really a Joe Biden fan or a Trump fan, but I honestly feel like this country headed in the wrong direction when it comes to politics.
I have zero confidence, and finally everybody could see what me and other people have been seeing.
Yep, crap is hitting the fan for the Democrats. What the debate did was show so many people who are not as invested in politics who is really the president. Everyone got to see it live. They got to see how he really is. The media couldn't hide it, and millions of people are waking up. Well, that's it for this one, and thanks for watching. And make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video for more conservative news daily. See you in the next one.